world's your playground.
Hi, good morning. Kicking off the day in Storm Watch yet again for you in the Atlantic. Kasia Bodurka with you here. Happy New Year yet again. We're still celebrating around here, ringing in the new year with some fresh snow, some blizzard warnings in effect, and we'll get to that right away. First, I want to show you, though, some video from yesterday. Really minus 19 at the time that these people were skating. Brave. This is no surprise that we do have wind chill warnings in effect for, well, a lot of us across the east, to the north, obviously, into Quebec, and then parts of Newfoundland. A lot of New Brunswick as well, and even PEI. Seeing temperatures, well, extremely frigid in the minus teens, but then, of course, your wind chill values closer to the minus 20s, minus 30s. So really bundling up for this morning, and really we're expecting that wind chill warning to extend into tomorrow as well. So what you're up against this afternoon, have a look. In Halifax, it's going to be feeling like minus 28. And by the afternoon, we will start to see the snow fly for you in Halifax. I'll show you how this storm will be arriving. We're already seeing some of the flurries fly in extreme southern Nova Scotia right now. Have a look. This is your blizzard warning. Areas marked in this brighter red here, or orange, depending on how you see it. That means you've got extended periods of snow falling and then blowing snow. We've got wind sustains of about 40 at least for about 4 hours, I should say. And this is all going to be getting really intense through the overnight into tomorrow as well. So we do have watches in place as well, and we're expecting that to be upgraded to a warning, meaning it's going to be happening. It is imminent. Here's your timing. We are seeing a low pressure center already pushing in. That blocking high is just going to keep it to the south for much of the day, moving in through the province from south to north across the Maritime provinces for the day into your Friday. It's going to be lasting for much of the day, actually, on Friday into the Maritime provinces. And for you in Newfoundland, it's going to be arriving Friday morning, still there into Friday evening as well. By the time Friday evening, so tomorrow evening arrives, a lot of the snow should be subsiding for you in the Maritime provinces, but you will be picking up a good amount. We're talking about 20 to 30 centimeters of snow, possibly even more for you in the city of Halifax. So, you know, this is an interesting event because Halifax, for now, we've seen these storms where we've had mixed precipitation. So this is going to be an all snow event, and it's going to be blowing around as well with those really gusty winds. So for you in the Avalon, also a blowing snow event. So we don't have any watches and warnings there yet for warning this event, but 10 to 20 centimeters of snow is likely there. All right, let's go to those really brave polar bear dippers. Oh, in Fort Frances. Okay, so on top of that, you had wind chill values. Just crazy weather, and those people, you know, kudos to you. That is not on my bucket list, by the way. That will not be happening for me. We do have vast wind chill warnings in effect really right across the province, so extending as far south as Durham region, as York region, so parts of the GTA in a wind chill warning. And have a look at these wind chills, right? So it's no wonder that we are under a warning. So it'll be feeling like minus 20 this afternoon. This is when things heat up ever so slightly in southern Ontario. Like minus 26 for you in Niagara Falls, and the snow is certainly coming to Niagara Falls. We're talking about a good 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. So this area of low pressure skirts us to the south. So south of Lake Ontario, you are the target. To the west, though, we do have some freezing rain warnings still in effect. We're suspecting that they're going to be dropping, though, throughout this afternoon. Temperatures still warm enough, though, for a chance of freezing rain northern parts of Alberta. We do have snowfall warnings in effect still for Revelstoke, pushing into the northern interior of BC, and then also some freezing rain potential in BC as well. Storm watch coverage continues. We are in storm watch as a system from the U.S. stirs up a blizzard warning in Atlantic Canada. The end result will be a blast of snow for just about everyone in the Maritimes. Wind chill sums up the weather for just about everyone east of Alberta. And today, wind chill warnings are in effect from Manitoba through to Newfoundland and Labrador. It's also dangerously cold in Saskatchewan. I'll tell you all about that throughout the morning as well. Wind chill warnings are also in effect on the American side of the Great Lakes. But yesterday in Wisconsin, it was off to a good start. Lake effect snow had shovels moving and backs getting sore. And there's more to come. American forecasters are expecting as much as 25 centimeters on the ground by the time the snow wraps up. That's later today. All that snow in the U.S. Midwest is giving travelers a tough time. There was a long list of delays. In fact, the Winter Classic yesterday, where we were going live. Yay for Canada. All right, I want you to stay with us because, of course, Storm Watch coverage continues here at the Weather Network. We're, of course, focusing on the Atlantic side of the country because we do have blizzard warnings. In effect, a blizzard-like storm moving into the region, especially for later today, so don't go anywhere. We've got Good morning to you. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at Storm Watch. Yeah, here we go again. For you, particularly in Atlantic Canada, and it feels like deja vu. I don't know how many times we've been in Storm Watch already for a storm system impacting you in the Atlantic. Details on that coming up very shortly, but first, fun video, really. And temperatures have fallen even more since that. So today, even right now, we're at about minus 15, that same area, feeling closer to minus 23, between minus 23 and minus 6. Ouch. I mean, this is really painful, cold temperatures. And we do have wind chill warnings right across the Atlantic, I have to say. Much of Newfoundland, especially more northern reaches of Newfoundland, under that warning. Labrador, Quebec, and New Brunswick. So really bundling up if you must head out. Today is one of those days you want to stay inside, actually. Just sit it out. Don't go out there. And don't do a polar dip today, really. Yesterday was a little bit better for that, but still something else. People doing that. I love it. Okay, so we have to focus now on this blizzard warning in effect for southern portions of Nova Scotia, and it does now include you in the city of Halifax, pushing up a little bit to the north, but not including you in Cape Breton. That is a winter storm watch, but we are expecting that this will be upgraded to at least a winter storm warning by this afternoon. Why? Because not only are we seeing copious amounts of snow moving into the province, but on top of that, it's going to be super gusty, and that's what we're going to be showing you with this graphic. So sustained winds over 40 but where you're seeing the reds, and this is going to be happening through this evening, overnight, and then throughout the day tomorrow in the afternoon. We're talking about gusts close to 100 kilometers per hour the closer you are to the shorelines, and then further inland, also extremely gusty, blizzard-like conditions, all beginning tonight the further south you are. To Toronto now, where temperatures yesterday were pretty cold. Pearson got up to minus 10. And if you think that was cold, today is much worse. Love the video, and you can hear the really gusty winds there at the lake, making me feel quite uncomfortable, actually. But see those really nice and puffy clouds, generally sunny skies. You know, that's the silver lining of all this weather. An Arctic high has been in the region, and that's been funneling down those really, really cold temperatures. So cold that we've been breaking records up to the north. So last time it was this cold in Timmins, where base temperatures were at 38 degrees yesterday morning, New Year's morning. Last time was like that, was back in 74. So it's been a while since we've seen these kind of temperatures, minus 40 in Geraldton. Ouch. That's all I have to say. On radar returns, we are seeing the flurries continue to fly. In fact, it's not just a flurry story for you south of Lake Ontario. This could potentially bring you 10 to even 20 centimeters of snow. That's where the center of the low is pushing really throughout the day today. To the GTA, you can expect to pick up a general 2 to even 6 centimeters of snow. Pearson, we're talking about 6 centimeters of snow, just a heads up. So the GTA impacted by this system, but not necessarily a storm system unless you are, like I mentioned, south of the Great Lakes, so around the Niagara region, Stony Creek. Southwestern Ontario has picked up a good amount of snow, and it continues to. We already received over 25 centimeters of snow there, and throughout the day we'll just see that spread a little bit further northeast. Have a look at these wind chill values that we're up against this afternoon. Painful, really, that's the theme. It will be feeling like minus 26 into the afternoon for the city of Toronto. In Pembroke, a little bit further north, not much different, really. Minus 31. It'll be feeling like that. Minus 35 in North Bay, where it typically is this cold. But again, breaking records to the north. So other communities look like this. It'll be feeling like minus 28 for you in Elliott Lake. The country looks like this as a whole. I'm going to show you a little bit what's happening in the west. Low pressure center for you in Newfoundland. Seeing some Newfoundland. That's Manitoba, I should say. We are seeing some flurries fly there. We have 2 Alberta clippers actually moving across the prairie provinces over the next 24 hours. So we are going to be picking up some snow, southern parts of Saskatchewan later throughout the day. We'll continue to bring you watches and warnings for the west coming up. But again, Storm Watch coverage continues.
This weather sesh.
Maybe it's your New Year's resolution to eat more fresh food. You will want something warm, that's for sure, for today. Take a look at these wind chill values that we're up against in the Atlantic. Numbers marked in blue, that's how it's actually feeling, so dress for these values. Values like minus 26 in Lunenburg, yeah, minus 20 Halifax, feeling like minus 27 in Sydney. And here's a look at Newfoundland. Good morning to you.